So we'll take a minute to settle in. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Sit up nice and tall. And let's take an exhale through the mouth. And again, deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And again, deep breath in through the nose. A little sigh on this breath. Exhale. And take a few more breaths like that on your own, playing with creating a little bit more sound, noticing how it feels to let out a little bit of sound with the exhale. And especially if you're by yourself, don't be shy with making those sounds. It can be really relaxing and really kind of liberating to allow that energy to move through you with the voice. A couple more. With each exhale, just feel yourself beginning to ground and settle in to this space. Feeling your body begin to just become a little bit more rooted into your mat. So really feeling into those points of connection between your body and the floor. And as you exhale, just feeling all of the muscles in your body soften that don't need to be contracted to hold you up. So that means the shoulders, the neck can relax a bit, the corners of the eyes, the jaw. And just notice if you have a tendency to clench the jaw or to furrow the brows, or if there's a little tightness in the shoulders or in the spine or the hips. And now just breathe deeply in and out through your nose. And as we do this, just tuning into your breathing. Noticing how you're feeling as we begin our practice today. And if you're noticing any sort of contraction especially in the upper body or in the face, just invite in a little bit of softness, almost like you're just sort of washing away any expression that you've worn on your face today. And we're going to place the left hand at the heart, right hand at the lower belly. And just feeling the touch of your hands gently on the body. Breathing deeply in and out. And just think of this as just a really sweet act of care, of tending to yourself, just by placing the hands really lovingly on the body and breathing deeply. Sometimes just doing this and offering ourselves a little bit of attention and tenderness can be really powerful, especially if we've had a busy or a stressful day, or if we feel like we're not getting love and attention in general. We need to be able to give that to ourselves with these little acts of self-care. And just being here for your yoga practice is a really big way of showing up for yourself. So just take a few more deep breaths in and out through the nose here, and start to engage your Ujjayi breathing. And if you're not familiar with that, we're just breathing through the nose, constricting the back of the throat as you breathe. So you'll hear a really soft sighing sound. It sounds like this, but a little quieter. And just noticing that when you constrict the back of the throat, how it starts to affect the way that you breathe. And just ask yourself, well, in what way does this affect my breathing and my experience? And just begin to lengthen and deepen the breath. So each breath feels really nourishing and as full as it wants to be. Breathing into the edges of the breath, all the way up to the top, all the way down to the bottom. And I'm going to ring this bowl to help us officially begin our practice today. And as you hear the sound of the bowl, just follow the sound until it starts to get quieter and quieter, until the sound just sort of disappears. See if you can just follow it all the way to the end. And we'll keep this really steady, deep ujjayi breathing throughout the practice today. When you feel ready, bring your hands together in front of the heart and just gaze down at your fingertips and welcome yourself to your practice and to this time that you've set aside for yourself. And on your next inhale, we'll sweep the arms out and up. Big stretch up, lift the heart, look to the thumbs, and exhale, draw the hands down the midline, right back down to the heart. And again, deep breath in. Looking up, and exhale. Ujjayi breathing. One more just like that. And then on your next inhale, we'll bring the hands right back down to the knees. And we'll switch the cross of the legs. Okay. And just kind of settle into your seat here. And we're going to imagine that there is a pole running up and down our spine, and it goes up through the crown of the head and down through the tailbone and into the floor. So just align yourself along that axis. Shoulders over hips, crown of the head over the tailbone. Okay. Now we're going to make some circles around this axis. So you're just going to lean forward and to the side and back and just make some circles with your upper body around this vertical axis. And start to make the circles a little bigger, so you're just spiraling out until the circles are as big as they can be for yourself. Excuse me, move with your breathing. So as you exhale, you're rounding As you inhale, you're going to the side and then forward, arching the back slightly. And then exhale to the side and back. And so our practice today is really focused on getting into those hard to reach areas of the body, bringing some stretch and attention. So see if you can tap into that as we move through this circle. So as you kind of lean to one side, feel the stretch down the opposite waist, maybe even between the ribs. Feeling into the spine and the belly and the chest and the shoulders. Just loosening everything up, especially in the upper body. And then the next time that you come to the back, we'll switch directions. So we'll start big circles here. And really trying to connect the movements, connect the body with the breath. Oftentimes, especially just when we're not practicing yoga, we move really independently from the body or from the breath. The body just moves and the breath is separate. And in our yoga practice, we're trying to really marry those two together, really combine them so they work as one. And then we'll start to make the circles a little smaller and spiral in. And smaller until eventually you're just sitting up nice and tall, aligning your spine once again on that axis. Okay. On your next inhale, we'll shrug the shoulders up to the ears. Exhale, roll them back and then down. Again, shoulders forward and up. Big breath in, exhale back, squeeze, 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 and down. Go ahead and find your own rhythm here. Okay, and then we're gonna switch directions. So the shoulders are gonna go back and up. Exhale, forward and down. And the arms might wanna get in on this movement as well. Feel into those shoulder blades and between the shoulder blades. And then the next time that you bring the shoulders forward, we're going to interlace the fingers together out in front of us. So the palms are facing towards you, and then you're going to press the hands away from you, tuck the chin, round your back, and pull your belly in. Actively press the backs of your hands away from you and really hollow out the belly here. Tuck the chin and gaze down towards your feet. Take a deep breath in, breathing into the space between your shoulder blades. Exhale out. We're going to take 2 more, focusing your attention between the shoulder blades, the back of the heart. Inhale for 2. Exhale. And inhale for 1. And exhale. Now hold here. We're going to take 1 more breath and we're going to hold the breath in this time. So inhale deeply. Feel the back of the heart, so that space between the shoulder blades, kind of puff out as you breathe in, and then hold the breath in. And just feel that area sort of stretched and expanded, and we'll hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale. On your inhale, start to straighten the spine, reach the arms up above the head. Okay, and just press the palms up now towards the ceiling. Okay, and from here, really rooting down through your sitting bones. So feel the parts of your body that touch the floor. really kind of settling down into that support. And then press the heels of your hands up. Feel your shoulders lift up towards the ears. And then draw the arms back so that they're right alongside your ears as opposed to out in front. Okay, and you might not be able to get them all the way next to the ears, especially if you have any injuries or tightness in the shoulders. So just do your best and make sure that it's not painful. If it's painful, then just ease off, maybe bring the arms a bit more forward. Okay, really just paying attention to what feels right for your body. And we'll take a couple more breaths here. So inhale, press the heels of the hands up. And then keep the hands lifted. And as you exhale, just soften your shoulders down away from the ears. Okay, so as opposed to lifting them up, just relax the shoulders down. And let's take 2 more breaths here. Holding, inhale. Ujjayi breath, exhale out. And 1 more breath in and out. Good. And then just release the hands out and just let them hang underneath the shoulders. Take a moment to just feel those arms settle. Notice any sensation or tingling. Good. And then from here, we'll bring the left fingertips to the floor. Press down through the right hip, so it's not going to lift up. Anchor that hip down, and then as you inhale, bring the right fingertips behind the ear and then up and over the head and just lean towards that left side. Okay, so you might slide this hand out a little farther if you can stretch deeper. And again, press that right hip down into the floor, and we'll draw this top shoulder back and press the shoulders away from the ears, like you're just creating a little space for your neck. And breathe here. You can gaze to the mat, you can gaze forward, or you can peek up to the ceiling. 2 more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Find a point to focus the eyes. Inhale. And exhale. Okay, from here we're gonna bend the elbow and then press the elbow back behind you. Press the right hip down and then slowly come back up to sit. And relax the hands, take a moment to pause and just feel the difference on each side of your body before we do the other side. Inhaling and exhale. Okay, right fingertips to the floor, press down through the left hip, and then slide the left fingertips behind the ear, up, up, up over the head, and lean to the side. Ground through the left hip, draw the left shoulder back, and press the shoulders away from the ears. Breathing here. If you want a deeper stretch, you can slide the bottom hand farther and lean a little bit more. Just notice how far your body wants to come here. Find a point to focus your eyes. Let's take 2 more breaths. Inhaling. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Inhale, slowly bend the left elbow behind you, press the shoulder down, and then slowly come back up. Rest the hands on the legs, take a moment to pause, deep breath in, and deep breath out. All right, shrug the shoulders up once, and then as you exhale, let them drop. Okay, let's come onto hands and knees. You can have your towel or blanket under your knees if you like. Okay, we're going to start with the toes tucked. Come on to your hands and knees, toes tucked. And draw the hips back towards the heels, just feeling into that stretch between or in the bottoms of your feet. If you don't feel it, drag your toes back a little bit, so you're really stretching the skin under the toes. And then gently shift the hips a little bit to the right, feeling the stretch move into the outer edge of your right foot in that little pinky toe. And then shift your weight now, shift your hips towards the left. So you're just kind of moving the stretch to the other side. Okay, be really gentle here. This can feel really intense, especially if we're not used to stretching the feet in this way. And then one more time, shift the hips to the right. And then back to the left. And then come back to center. All right. Inhale, lift the hips. Walk the hands forward a little bit so the wrists are under the shoulders, and then untuck the toes. Let the feet settle for a moment, and then tap the tops of the feet on the floor. Okay. From here, let's take a little stretch for the upper body. We're going to start to walk the hands forward. You're going to feel this in the shoulders. If you have any injuries in the shoulders, then move really slowly. Don't do anything that feels too intense or painful. So try to keep your hips over the knees, and we'll just stretch the arms as far out away from us so they're kind of towards the top of the mat. And then bring your head right between the arms and broaden your shoulders on the back. And we'll just take a deep breath in and out, actively pressing your hands into the floor. Spread the fingers wide. Nice long spine, big stretch from the fingers, down the arms, down the spine, through the tailbone. Inhale. Exhale. And one more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, come back up onto all fours, walk the hands towards you. And we'll come into our first downward facing dog. So we'll tuck the toes, walk the hands forward a bit, and lift the hips up and back. Oh, and just pedal your feet out here. Just feeling your way into our first down dog. Breathing, Ujjayi breath. Feel your hands and fingers on the floor. Feel the heels rooting downwards. And relax the head. One more breath. As you exhale, soften your knees, look forward, and we'll just step to the top of the mat. Inhale halfway up. Bring your fingertips onto the shins. Lengthen the spine and straighten the arms, straighten the legs. Okay. Hug the shoulder blades down the back. Press your thighs back. Breathing in. And then exhale, fold. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, slide your fingertips up the shins. Nice long spine. Press the thighs back and hug the shoulder blades down the back. And this time we're going to reach the hands beside the hips, palms in, fingers reaching back. Okay. And so now you should really be able to feel the shoulder blades kind of hugging together, as opposed to rounding the back and dropping the shoulders like this. We're firming those shoulder blades down the back, strengthening the muscles along the back side of the body. Breathing in, reach through the crown of your head. Exhale, let's hold here. Let's take one more breath. Breathing in. And then exhale, soften your knees and just relax. Forward fold, let the head drop, chin to chest. Inhale. And exhale. Okay, bend the knees 90 degrees. Press down through your feet. And then roll on up to stand. come into Tadasana. And we'll bring the hands together in front of the heart and then just stand nice and tall. Lift the toes off the floor. Feel your feet activate. Feel your thighs activate. Lower belly engaged. Spine is nice and tall. Shoulders down and back. And then soften your toes to the floor, but keep everything in the feet, the legs, the body nice and gently engaged, like the whole body is awake. Gaze out in front of you. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, hold. And then inhale, sweep your arms out and up. Touch your palms above the head and look up. Lift the heart. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, come halfway up. Half forward bend. And then exhale, let's step that left leg back. Lower the knee. Untuck the toes. Press down through that right foot. Inhale, sweep the arms forward and up. Scoop your tailbone under. Gaze out in front of you, breathing in. Exhale, hold. If you want a little bit more, bring the palms to touch. Lift the heart and gently lean back, drawing the arms back just a bit so they're beside the ears or somewhere around there. Find a point to focus the eyes and keep breathing. On your next inhale, straighten the spine. Relax the right hand so it's kind of hanging right underneath your right shoulder. And then lift the fingertips on that left hand. Lift them up and then just lean over to the right. So you're just curving to the right, and you should feel a stretch down your left waist and in between the ribs. If you feel wobbly, squeeze your inner thighs towards your midline and notice how that sort of stabilizes the whole lower body and helps with balance. Take one more breath. Keep your chest parallel to the screen or the wall in front of you. Okay, inhale, come back up, and we'll release the hands to the floor. Step your way into plank pose. This is the top of a push-up here. Deep breath in. Body's in a straight line. And then exhale, lower down. Untuck the toes. Squeeze the shoulder blades and lift into baby cobra. So press your hips into the floor. Lift the chin and chest off the mat. And just feel the lower back. Feel that area of the lumbar spine. Everything is engaged. We're strengthening the muscles in that area, and we're breathing. Take one more breath. You got this. Exhale, lower down, downward facing dog. Stretch it up and back. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward, step or jump to the top. Inhale, come halfway up. And exhale, fold. Bend the knees, inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Touch the palms. Lift the heart, stretch. And then exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, step the right leg back. Low lunge, untuck the back toes. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, sweep the arms forward and up. Scoop your tailbone under. And deep breath in. Find your balance. Find your drishti. Point of focus for the eyes. And you can bring the palms to touch, lift the heart, lean back a bit if you want a little bit more. Breathing here. Inhale, straighten the spine. Release the left hand. Reach the right fingertips high. And then exhale, lean to your left side. So keep your chest parallel to the wall in front of you. So you're not dropping the shoulder. You're drawing it back. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Right. When you're ready, inhale, come back to a straight spine. Bring the hands to the floor. Make your way into plank pose. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, lower down. Untuck the toes. Hug the shoulder blades together and lift the chin and chest. So coming into baby cobra, you can press down through your hands. If you want to come into a little bit of a more full cobra. So your arms don't have to be straight. Okay, they can be if your spine is ready for that. Otherwise, you can keep them bent like this. But then you'll notice that it's a lot of work for your arms, right? So then hug your elbows towards your rib cage, spread your fingers wide, and draw the shoulder blades down and back. Draw the chest forward and look forward. Breathe in and out. And take one more breath. And we'll lower down, downward facing dog. Big stretch back. Inhaling through the nose, belly expands. Exhale, belly draws in. Soften the knees, look forward, and step or jump to the top. Inhaling, come halfway up. And exhale to fold. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Touch the palms, look up. And then exhale, hands to the heart. Okay. From here, we're gonna face towards the right, and we'll step the legs apart. So there's about one leg's width between our feet. And we'll bend the knees, or actually, let's go ahead and turn the left toes straight out to the left, and then right toes turn slightly in. So we're going to come into a side angle stretch. Left knee bends 90 degrees. The knee is over the ankle, all right? Right hand to the hip, left elbow on the thigh. Okay, so from here, chest wants to open up. So make your chest parallel to the wall in front of you, as opposed to dropping this right shoulder, okay? So draw that top shoulder back. All right, and then press your feet in the floor. Feel your feet, feel your toes on the mat. So everything's really active here. And then the right fingertips are going to reach up and over the head. So there's a nice long line from these top fingertips down the arm, down the spine, down the leg, through the heel, and into the floor. Breathing deeply in and out here. Lower belly is drawing in slightly. Inhaling. And exhale. Okay. We're going to take some movement with the arms here. So draw the right shoulder blade down and then bend the right elbow behind you. Okay, and then from here, we're going to sweep the right hand down and then out away from us, all the way up. And then again, start with the shoulder blade. Draw the shoulder blade down the back, then the elbow, and then the hand comes down. And then we're going to sweep the fingertips towards the floor, out and up. Go ahead and do this a few times. So the reason we are initiating this movement from the shoulder blade is it helps us to access that movement and that stretch between the shoulder blades, which is kind of a tricky area to get to. Do a couple more here. So really feeling the shoulder blade moving, and then the elbow, and then the hand. One more circle. Keep breathing. Good. And then from here, we're going to switch to the other side by bringing the right hand down. And then we're just going to angle our feet as we shift to the opposite side. So the right toes turn out, left toes turn in, and the right knee bends 90 degrees. Okay, so left hand to the hip, draw the left shoulder back, right elbow on the thigh, and this palm, bottom palm, is facing upwards. Feel your feet, your toes on the mat. Hug the inner thighs towards each other. Strong legs here. And then reach the left fingertips up and over the head. Big, big stretch. Oh, feel that nice long line. Actively reach through those top fingertips. Okay? There's a big difference from when you're just kind of bringing the arm up and just letting it hang out, and when you're actively reaching out. Okay, put some energy into it. Take a breath. And then as you exhale, we'll get that movement in. So draw the left shoulder blade down, left shoulder, left elbow, hand, and then we'll make a big circle. Back to where we started, and then again, initiating from the shoulder blade. And just be really aware of your whole body here. I know that we're sort of focusing on the shoulder blade and on the movement of the arm, but feel your legs, feel your feet, your ankles, your toes. Notice how your head moves within all of this. Just feeling everything working together. One more circle here. Feel the strength building in the legs. All right. Take one more breath in. And then exhale. We're going to come to the center, so angle your feet towards the front. Bring your hands on your thighs, palms, fingers facing in. And then bend your knees, toes are slightly turned out. And drop the tailbone. We're going to take a little spinal stretch here. So just take a moment to feel your legs, maybe shift a little bit side to side. Feel that strength for building in those thighs, those quads. All right, and then come to center. Drop the tailbone, and we're going to drop the left shoulder forward. Draw the right shoulder back, and then look over the right shoulder up towards the ceiling. Keep dropping that left shoulder forward until you feel a nice spinal stretch. And then inhale back to center. And we'll do the other side. Drop the right shoulder forward. Look up and back. Breathe. And one more time. Inhale, center. Exhale, left shoulder drops. Inhale, center. Exhale, right shoulder forward. And back to center. All right, so bend the knees, press down through your feet, and we're gonna round the back, tuck the chin, and then roll ourselves up to stand until your spine is tall, shoulders down and back. And then as you exhale, we're gonna exhale through the mouth, arch the spine, and then come back into that sort of squatted position. So exhale, bend the knees. Feel your shoulders hug up towards the ears, spine is a little bit arched. Exhale, round the back, chin to chest, press to the feet and roll yourself up. Okay, it's kind of like a wave. Let's do that 2 more times. Exhale. Inhale, rolling it up. Exhale. Inhale, roll it on up. And stand tall. All right, we'll bring the feet together. right, and then just kind of shake it out. You can come up onto the balls of your feet, dance around a little bit, shake out the hands, shake out the arms, shoulders, smile. All right, and then come to stillness here. In Tadasana, we're gonna sweep the arms out and up, touch your palms above the head. As you exhale, interlace the fingers, bring the hands behind the base of the skull, elbows open wide. Lift the heart, squeeze the shoulder blades back together. Exhale, round and tuck. Elbows towards each other. Again, inhale, open up, lift the heart. Exhale, round and tuck. I'll turn to the side so you can see the side. One more time, inhale, lift. Exhale, round. And then inhale, slowly come back up. And release the hands and just take a moment to pause. Notice how you feel. Feel your body, feel your breath. Where is your attention? All right, and let's come down to the floor. Start to slow it down. Get ready for a final relaxation. So you can move anything out of your way here. We're going to do a little stretch for the hips before we come down onto our backs. So we'll sit in easy pose. So it's kind of like a cross-legged position, except one foot is in front of the other as opposed to one foot on top. Okay. And then we're going to flex the feet and then bring your shins as close to parallel to this long edge of the mat as you can. Okay, so feet are flexed and you're just kind of pressing your shins and your feet forward here. And then sit up nice and tall. And then as you exhale, we'll just gently lean forward and walk the hands as far out as is comfortable. Okay, it might not be very far, and that's fine. So really just feeling into the outer hips, the glutes. And if it's comfortable, you can lower down, you can relax the head. So just find the depth that works for you. How far the head and the spine want to lower down. And really deep belly breathing. So inhale, belly expands. Exhale, belly draws in. And on your next inhale, slowly walk yourself back. And we'll switch. Other leg in front, flex the feet, shins parallel to the long edge of the mat. All right, and then leaning forward, walk the hands forward, and just find the depth that feels just right for you. And check in with your eyes, with your jaw, with your forehead, shoulders. Are they contracted? Do they want to soften and relax a little bit? And on your next inhale, we'll walk ourselves back up until we're sitting nice and tall. And we'll use the hands to bring the knees together. And then roll ourselves down onto our backs. Hug the knees in. And we'll squeeze into a little ball, tighten up the whole face, chin to chest, forehead to the knees. And then stretch the face, stick out the tongue, roll the eyes back. And relax. Come down into your final relaxation pose. If there are any final movements or stretches that your body's asking for, go ahead and take some time to do that now. And then come into your final relaxation pose. So Shavasana, the legs are straight, feet apart, toes to the sides. Hands away from you, palms up. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Just feeling the belly rise and fall with the breath. Allowing yourself this time to simply rest here. I'll let you know when it's time to come out by ringing a bell or the bowl 3 times. Shanti. Begin to deepen the breath. Feeling the belly rise and fall. The body breathing itself. And gently wiggle the fingers and toes. Roll the hands and feet, waking the body. And on your next inhale, find a big stretch. Reach the arms up. Stretch the legs, point the toes. And then exhale, roll. Release the arms, roll to one side. And slowly come on up to a comfortable, tall, seated position. Sitting up with a really nice tall posture, shoulders down and back. Spine is nice and long, crown of the head floating up. And just pause here at the top, noticing how you feel. After your practice, any difference from when you first came in today? Just recognizing any effects of your practice and of taking this time for yourself and for your self-care. And bring the hands together in front of the heart and tuck the chin. And thank yourself for making the time for you and for your health, for your well-being. Take a moment to send yourself well wishes for safety, for health, and for happiness. And sending well wishes to everyone else here and beyond this room for the same things that we wish for ourselves, for safety, for health, and for happiness. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Namaste.